This message is brought to you by the friends and partners of Kakra. Welcome to Air Power with Kakra, teaching the nations with signs and wonders. Kakra is the senior pastor of the Morning Star Cathedral, Lighthouse Chapel International, Accra, Ghana. Now, today's message.
Welcome. Kakra continues an insightful series titled Financial Mistakes. Today he explores the mindset of excuses that leads ultimately to poverty. Let's join in for more.
I started sharing on a subject I titled Financial Mistakes. Today I want to talk about mistake number 2, the wrong mentality or the wrong mindset. Now when we talk about mindset or mentality, we are talking about the way you think. The result of your life is a reflection of your thoughts and your decisions. The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 24 verse 30, I went by the field of the slothful and the vineyard of the man void of understanding. And lo, it was all grown over with thorns, and nettles had covered the face thereof, and the stone wall thereof was broken down. Then I saw, and I considered it well. I looked upon it, and I received instruction. Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep, so your poverty shall come as a traveler, and your want as an armed man. So here the Bible says that Solomon once says he was passing by a certain man's house. And he said the man was poor, but he said that his poverty came from understanding, his mind. So what it means is that the way you think can actually determine your financial situation.
This message will continue after this short message. What do you do when your dream of a successful job, marriage or ministry gets shattered?
The Bible says God himself, he created a beautiful world, but his dreams were broken.
Kakra in this message titled Mending Broken Dreams outlines some useful guidelines that will show you how to mend your broken dreams and experience a peaceful and joyful life. Order this message series through the following means. Welcome back.
I just want us to discuss some mindsets that are wrong. Number 1, a mind that looks for excuses. Proverbs chapter 20 verse 4, it says, the sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold. Therefore shall he beg in harvest and shall have nothing. The Bible says that begging is a product of reasoning, which means that when you see somebody who is begging for money, one of the things that can cause somebody to come to that state, the Bible says, is the way he reasons. How does he reason? He has excuses. And the reasons, sometimes they look very legitimate. And in this story, the reason is that it is cold outside. And when it is cold and it is winter, I believe it's a good reason not to go out. But the Bible says that that kind of reasoning is a wrong mentality. It produces beggars. Because one thing the reason does is that reasons justify the existence of your circumstances. It justifies it and tells you that these circumstances are justified and they cannot be changed. So because of that, you remain in the same state. So you can meet somebody who is, say, for example, the person is unemployed. You ask him why you're unemployed, the person will tell you, look, I am unemployed because there is no job. It's a very good reason. And it's true. But if you think about the reason very carefully, you will realize that there is something you could have done. So it looks like you have a very good reason. But if you examine the reason very carefully, you realize that there are actually solutions to that reason that you are giving. That's why it's dangerous to accept reasons. Recently, I was in New York, and we were driving over a bridge. It was built in 18-something. It took so many years to build that bridge. And when they finished the bridge, everybody was afraid to cross the bridge because they say if you go on the bridge, it will collapse. Because they have not seen anything like that before. So they marched 10 elephants over the bridge. to the other side. And when they marched the elephants over the bridge to the other side, everybody came together, not knowing the bridge works. And so they started using the bridge. So if we cannot make a simple bridge over a small river, and we have a reason why we cannot make that bridge, it's serious. So at the end of the day, we must make up our minds that we will not be people who give reasons. Because as soon as you do that, you are headed for great poverty.
Thanks for joining us. Today we learned that one financial mistake people make is to have a mindset that gives excuses. Before we leave, here is a praise report to boost your faith in the Lord. My father is healed of prostate cancer. Dear Kakra, I sent you a message about my father who was on admission for prostate cancer. You replied that he had prayed for him. I write to the glory of God that he is now healthy and well. His PSA level reduced from 172 to 28. I give God all the glory.
Thanks for your time. You can contact us, seek counseling, ask for prayer, order today's full-length message, or order books through the following means. Call us or message us on WhatsApp to +233 55 700 9010. Send an email to info@kakrabaden.org. You can also make a regular call or send a text to +233 20 7575 215. Our office hours are 10 a.m. to 1600 hours GMT. Finally, write to us, share your testimony and how this broadcast has been a blessing to you.